Hey everybody, welcome back to Captain of Industry. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I was going to say swell, I was going to say great, I was going to say wonderful, all those things. I just hope you're having a great time. I hope to continue that great time by informing you that our fuel problems are solved. Look at this, huh? Not only do we have full tanks of fuel here, but we have fuel trucks that are sitting around doing nothing. They have nowhere to take it. No one needs it. Oh man, finally, supply exceeds demand. That's not gonna last very long. Yeah, it's not gonna last very long. So I've shut down one of these pumps because I feel like we're pumping it with 3 of these pumps. We're pumping it about as fast as the trucks can take it. So we'll keep an eye on that balance, but I got one of these turned off anyway. Ship in battle. Yeah, thanks guys. So this place is surrounded by pirates. We're going to need to get weapons so we can go explore a little bit. I got a feeling we got to have our cargo ships somewhere around here, right? We're going to need to go and do this. So let's go ahead and get back home. I have 118 workers available. Just sweet. People keep having colds. And I think I got growth boost turned off because I just don't need it anymore. But the health is too low. Requires 1, is -6. So that's interesting, isn't it? I could disable it. That's not going to help. I could also do the health boost, and then that will give us a +5 health points. And then, of course, this is going to, bump it up, and now we'll have health be really good, hopefully, with that on. Okay. So the next thing I want to do a couple of things today, okay? First, I want to acknowledge 2 things that are going to be... They're not a big deal yet, but they're going to be a big deal later, okay? And actually, before we do that, I want to also look at this. See the water, the fluid storage? It's not looking too good, is it? Yeah, we're sucking this stuff down. Also, I don't want any truck exports through here, so let's just go ahead and copy that over here and over here. They're all not set that way now. We need to add 1 more of these. I want this to be built. I want it built yesterday, right there. Okay. Well, can't build it yet. Gonna need more gold parts. That's okay. They'll eventually get to it, and when they do, this water will be served a lot better. We currently have these pipes still pretty full. All right, they're not too bad. I like this. This one's got a little bit of a dip, but it's okay. And what I'd like to do, see this one, it's maxed out, right? So let's allow the rainwater to help this even more by expanding this pipe's capacity too. And that'll bring it all the way up to where now the whole pipe is level 2, sorry. And then this thing can get filled now. And that's going to take a little bit of the pressure off of this to perform, or pressure to perform, whatever, on that. And so now the flow can come in from both. It'll be great. Okay, so coal. Coal is a thing that right now we're fine on, but eventually we're going to have a really bad time with this because this is our only source of coal. We need to acknowledge that this is going to deplete eventually, all right? Maybe it's many days. Maybe we're already on nuclear by the time it depletes. I highly doubt it. The only other source of coal on this island is over here. There is a lot of it, but it's way over here. It's very hard to access. It's very far away. So my plan tentatively is we're going to create a whole new operation over here, completely separate from over there. And yep, we're going to spend probably 1,000 rubber, maybe 1,000 gold construction parts to belt this over to here so that this coal way over there is accessible over here. Eventually, we're going to do that. We're not going to do it right now, of course. There's no need to do it now, but we will eventually be beyond that, probably, when we get to like tier 4 stuff, probably. Now, I want to talk about today a couple of things that are maybe more near term. Okay, the first is we need to protect our power grid from coal mining. We're going to be digging down, and this is going to cause some of this stuff that's nearby is going to start collapsing. That's new in the early access. That wasn't a huge deal with the beta. You saw in the beta how things that were built, they sort of stayed there, right? We had farms that were right on the edge of the mines, and they weren't falling in or anything, right? Collapsing wasn't in the beta, but it is in early access. So that means that if we mine too close to this and the ground begins to collapse in, it may collapse these buildings. At the very least, it will reduce the land to where the trucks can't drive in here anymore. I don't want either one of those realities to take place. So let's take a look at where the resources are. And I want to go ahead and plan out where we're going to build retaining walls. And we're going to take a look at those right now. We'll get them queued up so that we can dig down. Because they can dig this way all they want, but the further away over here they get, the more difficult it is. Lots more trucks, right? They have to drive further distances, use more fuel, etc. So I want them to be digging down pretty soon. So this is how this works. You see the mining grid here. The mining grid in this game is unfortunately not adjustable. And what I mean by that is you can't just like move this over a little bit. It's going to move over all four, right? You either have it or you don't on this tile. You can't move it over in micro increments. However, you can move the walls over in micro increments. And that creates a little bit of a problem when people use these things because they don't fully understand how they work. Let me explain how they work. I touched on this in the mining tutorial, but I'm going to touch on a little bit more here because we're going to be using it. So I think these little tiny segments of deposits here, I really don't care much about. Yeah, I don't really care much about these. So we're going to let this just sort of go. We're going to forego those resources. And we're going to have this probably be, let's say, here, like this. Now, I'm placing it in this spot specifically because it is on the border of one of our mining areas, okay? It's on the border of this +3 area, okay? You don't want to place these walls like this. If you do that, then they'll actually mine underneath this wall because they're going to mine this whole square, and they're going to mine underneath this, which means you're not getting the full benefits of it, and these walls only protect you 5 levels down. So if I take a look at this, if we go 5 levels down, that gets us to -2, right? They're only going to protect you this far down. So if you want to go further than this, then you need to stagger the walls. But let's say you try to go this far and you do it right here instead. You're literally removing the ground beneath the wall at this point, and that's a problem. You don't want to do that, right? And so you're going to find out your walls will eventually start collapsing because you're digging them differently. So you want to put them on the edge of one of the squares, the edge outside the zone you're going to be digging. So we're going to be digging here, and therefore we want the wall to be outside that onto this one. All right, so that's where this is going to go. Now, if I take a look at where these resources are, we're going to see that I think this pipe might be slightly at risk of being in the way. It is up high. I don't want to block trucks, right? So we're going to want to get this. I think what we'll do here with this, I need to do a couple of things. Definitely need to do it here too. So a couple of things need to be done with this area. The first is I'm going to take one of my pipes, and I think rather than you going up like this, I'm going to bring this pipe down actually. Yeah, so I think instead what we'll do is we'll go from here straight into here like that. Then we'll delete this and upgrade you and then turn you around. That will allow all the steam to come this way and enter into here from that instead. That gives me a little extra room here on the driving, right? Which is what I'm looking for. I want extra room. Same thing over here. We need this to be changed as well. So I'm going to go ahead and have this pipe probably go underneath. This is going to block trucks if I do that, though. You know, they can get in through this side, though. It's not completely blocking them. Yeah, we'll come over here like this. Let's get some of this... Get this mining stuff out of the way. I don't need this part to be filled in. Or there's no way I'm mining that, so... Just get that out of the way for a second. Pipe. Okay, so maybe we don't need to... Maybe we don't need to block the trucks. Maybe we'll just go like this instead. And then we can take it over like this and go like there. Yeah, that blocks, or that replaces this one and puts it there instead, right? I like that. Let's go ahead and quick deliver that. And then we'll go ahead and tear down this pipe that goes into that side like that. Okay? So just redirecting the steam from there. And then we'll do the same thing with this pipe too. We want to take probably from here. Let's go up to level 2. Don't want to block the trucks. All right, from here, then we can come down. This is fine, whatever. Yeah. And then we can hook it up. Oh, I thought we could. Now it won't let me. Oh, it's because the segment starts on the same pipe. Yeah. Super weird. I still don't like that that warning message, but it is what it is. So we'll deliver that, and we'll deliver that. And then this can now go away. So we'll replace this pipe with another one over there. So a little bit more concise. I may have blocked trucks anyway because of this. I think I did. This part here is going to block the trucks anyway. I need to get this part to go away real quick. Yeah, I just want the stanchions to not be in the way. Nope, not that. This, and then the... No. Why you got to do that, huh? You were good here. I'm providing support like that. Here. Try this. How you like this? I'll fully commit to the build, and then what are you going to do? You going to retroactively place them? I doubt it. Huh? Yeah, I win. What are you going to do about it? Eat it. Now we're not blocking the trucks anymore. So I want them to be able to pass through here like that. It's very important. All right, good flow. Okay, they're already building these walls. So it's nice that they are building them already because I can get a chance to see whether or not they can pass through here. I would really like to see if they can. Let's put a pause on this actually. And it looks like they can't pass through this. And if they can, then they're just not. They're just choosing not to. Now that's okay because they can go this way. So if they need to get over onto the side, they can go this way. And I think that's acceptable. So we could probably block this off as long as we don't block this, right? So let me take and grab walls again. Okay, so let's say we go around this way. Where is the layers? Yeah, okay, so we can see coal is here. We're gonna go, I think, right about here with this. And I think we can go probably that far. We'll then have one wall that goes this far. And yeah, we'll probably go around there. There. Right there. That's taking some of you back, isn't it? Man. Oh boy. Who remembers that? That was the time, wasn't it? Man. Sure was. All right. Put the corners in. So there's short pieces, long pieces, corners, crosses, and T's. Most of the time, I think you're probably going to be using corners. Crosses and T's, I feel like those are really... I think there's a really niche use case for that. And so we'll put a wall, I think, right here. Now, we want to get deeper, right? It's only 5 levels down is what this does. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's still an extra 4 levels of coal. We're not going to be able to get that if I put this wall here. So I kind of want to bring the wall all the way out here just so I can get that too. So that's one thing to keep in mind as well. You don't want to hug the resource because if you want to go deeper than 5 levels, you need to stagger the walls. And you'll see what that is later. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, you will be. We will show you. We will show you. Let's go like that with this. So we'll have this wall take us this way. This can go away. Replace this with a corner piece. There. And then we need to use these short segments to just fill in these little gaps. There we go. This wall should protect our power grid, okay? Now, I may do it all the way out here. I'm certainly going to have an extra ramp. So there's going to be a way into the mine from this side and a way into the mine from this side. And most of the time they're going to be using this ramp, I think, just to deliver the coal here. But if they need to get in here from the mining tower, which is still here, this is still the mining tower for this whole mining operation, and that's fine. I don't really care where the mining tower is. They're not going to be idle very often anyway. And if they are, you know, they're just sort of sitting here with coal, waiting for a place to put it, which is awesome, by the way. Let's upgrade one of these. Since you have the capacity to do so, how about we upgrade this one? There you go. See? So this retaining wall is going to get put in. And I'm going to put this in before we... I think this one's definitely in, but I'm going to pause these ones. Right here. These ones are going to get... Well... We're going to pause these ones. And I'm pausing them because the plans will still block travel. So I can still see how the trucks react and how the trucks are moving. And there's enough room to drive through here, and that's important. I want that to be able to be a thing. So, okay, there's enough room here. We can continue this wall all the way out to this point. But at that point, then we're going to have to start looking at potentially making a ramp here. I think this is a decent starting point, though, for the retaining walls in an effort to just make sure that this whole system is going to work, okay? So we're going to go ahead and unpause these. I'll let them build them. Now, these are expensive, all right? 12 iron and 40 concrete in each of these segments, all right? This is 4 and 10 for the short segment and 12 and 40 for the second and for the long segment. The long segment is 4 of the short segments, right? I think that's what it is. Let me just double check that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So it's 4 times the resources. No. It's 4 times the concrete, but only 3 times the iron. Fancy. So if you can build the long one, you should. Yeah. There you go. Okay, in any case, we're going to pause that, but that means we're going to be sucking down concrete really fast here. So the likeliness that we're full on concrete, pretty low, right? Thankfully, they don't take it off the belt, so if it's already on this long belt, then whatever. But we're going to need to expand this is where I'm going with this, okay? I need more. So we're going to say that we're going to copy, I think, this entire workflow. I wish I could copy the belts and everything, but I can't. We're going to double this. I'm going to put this right here and double this. That doubles our concrete production, which is okay because we're currently doing well with cement with just 2 of these operating. So we can unpause these 2 and let them go. Now here's the thing though. If we do that, these are still not being served coal, right? So we want coal to go in here in this tank, and we want to belt feed this. So let's get this set up so we can get all these guys taken care of here. We're just gonna take this belt and just go straight to about, let's say here. We'll lift up to height 1, then we'll come straight over to about here to Mount Crumpet to dump it. Like that. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and do this pipe, or not pipe, the conveyor belt there, there, and there. Okay. That's going to feed coal from this tank. Okay. However, we obviously need coal to be taken to here. So in addition to getting this whole rig done, we also need this coal belt to make its way through to get into here as well. Okay, so let's see if we can make that happen. So we're gonna wanna come off of this edge and we're gonna stay height 1. This is gonna stop trucks from being able to drive through here. That's just the nature of this beast, isn't it? All right, so straight through here like this. And this creates an extra problem because right now they're taking slag from here and they're dropping it off over here. So that's going to create a problem of getting the slag here. So I'm also going to take the belt from the slag here and we're going to belt that slag around and stick it into here already. We're going to stick it right into here. This is the slag. This is rock. This is slag. We're going to have to do that. Okay, we're going to have to bring this around and somehow get that in there. I probably will change this whole thing. This thing's kind of in the way, and I do want to redo it. It might be better to have slag be brought in from the other side, and that way I can get rid of this, which opens this up a bit more for transports. or for trucks and stuff too. It's not closed to trucks right now, but it's getting tight. All right, so we also need the sand to be taken all the way under here as well. And is the sand going in? Sand goes in the right side. So we're going to say the sand goes there. And that means that this one, yep, this one is going there. Perfect. Let's make sure we just deliver it to the right side every time. There we go. And there we go. Sand goes in there. And there. And there. All right, that's the concrete expanded, okay? If it's possible to Unity build it, I'd like to. Concrete expanded, done. So the next thing to do, I need to belt all this stuff too. And we need to get water going. So I've modified where the water is, right? It's over here, and it's currently full, which is fantastic. I don't know if that's because of imports, though. It's possible they've been bringing water here this whole time, and I don't want any of you guys to have truck exports. Like, you are... Don't do that, okay? Just... Yep, there you go. I don't want the trucks touching this. Next thing is, of course, the resources at the top. This is the concrete, and we want that to go, of course, the top belt all the way over. And we have you going in like so, and like so. One more time, like so. And again, we Unity build it if you can. If you can't, then I understand. It's like we're going to be out of parts pretty soon anyway. Yeah, we're out of parts right now, actually. Okay. So we have most of this stuff built. But we need to turn on this stuff, right? And that means delivering coal here. So once I get the pipes routed, then I need to figure out where this is going to go so that it can reach that tank. Okay? We also need to conveyor belt this. We need this to go like that. This to go like that. And like that. Okay. Again, currently trucks can travel through here. I think they can. Yep, they can. So currently trucks can do this. I would like to preserve that because this is very, like currently it's not that far of a trip for a truck to do this. But I would very much like the trucks to be able to continue going through this area. So when I bring the coal over, I need to make sure it stays height 2 or higher. Probably higher just to make sure. So what we could do is, I guess, take this coal belt here. And we can bring it, I think, about like this should be fine. Yeah, about here. Can I go over the top of that? That'd be sweet. Well, I need to go up. I need to use this time to go up, actually. So let's go like this. Bring it up to height 3. Yep. And then, can I go straight over this? Oh, that's awesome. As long as it doesn't get in the way of the pipes, which it might, because the pipes are level 3. So maybe it's better to go around the outside. Around the outside. Whoa! Oh my god, we're going to have so many, like, pop culture / song references in this video. We're going to make sure that we don't forget about Dre. God damn it. Okay. So let's bring this. All right. God, I can't stop. Make it stop. All right. We're gonna take this. Like, I think right here is good. Yeah. If I just go around this like this, it does allow the trucks to get in there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's leave this height. It can even be height 2. It doesn't have to be 3. You can leave it 2. And it can go like this. Yeah, we can probably park it there, then drop it down. Oh. Well, here's a thought. Oh! Not quite. Okay, it's gonna be messy-ish, but we're gonna do it like this. Put that there. Then the belt comes over and under like this, and then around. And now I wish I could just connect it there, but I can't. I have to do it like this, which is going to have to be fine. Okay, and this, again, preserves the truck's ability to move through here. It's really important to me that they always be able to move through to these directions. Like, I don't want them to ever be blocked. Okay. So, with the exception of the belts and everything being built, the last thing to do is the water. So, the water is actually going to go across like this all the way over. And it just stops here. And then, do you go straight down from there, or do you... It looks like you do. Yeah, that's fine. No, you need to go all the way down, don't you? Sure do. Yeah, right, like... Just delete that. Yeah, straight down, at least to here, and then over. Now we can connect to this. Remember, you have to have a straight. Yeah, you have to... It has to be like that, right? You have to have that extra tile of being level before you can do it. There you go. And I think that takes care of the extra water. So we can try to deliver this. Chances are now that the water flow through the pipes is not going to be sufficient in this direction. So we will go ahead and upgrade that. And at this point, I think we're probably sufficient because it's 3 units here. It needs to go that way, then this way, and then split to this way. I think that'll probably work. Quick deliver these resources. There we go. Concrete is able to be produced so long as we have the formula selected. And I'm pretty sure you guys have all available formulas selected, which is strange. I don't need you to have all available ones. You should be just doing the one. Yeah, so let's copy the settings here and apply it to all of these. Okay, you should all be using that formula. That's the one we want. And really, I think it's both of these. Yeah, because I need you to be able to use gravel and stuff if you choose to as well. So, it's gonna be like that. Okay, you have your orders. Okay, I think that's. Yep, you're at the top here. They do different orders every time too. It doesn't stay consistent. It's a little bit weird that way. All right, this should double our concrete production. I say should because it's not tried and tested yet, but it should double our concrete production. That should be good to go. Now, is the water going to be sufficient? Probably not. I would think it's not. So we're going to take real quick and do 3 more of these, but I can't do 3. I have to do 2 more because I can't copy the pipes with it. Very odd. I wish they would change that. Allow me to copy the pipes at the same time. It'd be very nice to be able to do that. All right, we're going to add additional water production here, additional water generation, whatever you want to call it, into this tank, like so. And then also go ahead and do it on this side too. There's that. And we need to do a little bit of pipe on this side. There we go. And like that. Okay. I can delete that now if I want to. And build it if you can. Okay. And then I want to also bring in that and that. Let's deliver that stuff too. What are you waiting on? It's wood. Okay. Well, we got some of them put in, but they can't deliver because of that. There we go. And then also this isn't built, so let's go ahead and make that built. And good. Okay, so hopefully this will keep up with the water. If it doesn't, I'll just have to live with it, but I hope that it does. Now, with that taken care of, we should be able to get the coal routed over here now. That's the next big important thing, is getting coal routed in here. And we have a couple of belts that we can complete. And we can't do this one quite yet, but it looks like it's at least starting to get delivered, thankfully. Yep, this one's almost done. This one's done. And then this is the final one, which they need to bring the construction parts over here. There it is. And now we will have coal being delivered to concrete. Or sorry, to cement. And then that stuff all just trickles in, and we can create additional concrete now. Okay? So now it's just a matter of seeing how this works. Is there enough supply? Are we generating enough? Currently, it doesn't look like we have nearly enough slag or anything like that being delivered here. We have plenty of slag here, so I want to route that slag into here. And this is where I maybe make a decision to route it differently, or I can't go through here. This is all level 1, 2, and 3 all through here. So going across this doesn't work. But we can wrap it through here since trucks can't do this anyway. And then once I get to here, I can go through and across. So what I think I should do is probably take this slag and move it to where we are here instead. And I think I'm going to go one step further than that and do a large storage. Nah, if we need it, we'll do it. Only if we need it. Yeah, we'll take it and maybe be like here with it. Come on. Let's go ahead and build this, designate it as slag, and then what I want it to do is mark this for teardown, as well as the belt that you came in on. At least there. Okay. Now we'll take this U-shaped conveyor and bring that, well, that's not quite gonna work. Or we could make a new belt here. I don't need the same belt to exist. I can get it back, no big deal. But what I want to see now is that this U-shaped conveyor will now bring the slag across here. Across. It's a Midwestern thing, okay? I've had people comment about, like, the fact that I put a T on a cross. It's like, it's a Midwest thing, okay? People do that all the time from where I'm from. So, people do that, okay? It's a real thing, okay? You can look it up, or you can just ask someone from Michigan or Maryland or Ohio or wherever, okay? Sometimes we do that, and it is completely fine, right? There's nothing wrong with this. So they should be bringing it into here now. And then this is then going to get routed to here. All right, that's going to take care of the slag, hopefully. There we go. Okay, can we deliver this? Pretty please. So now they don't need to get in here, right? This is pretty tight, but they don't need to get in here. They couldn't drive through this anyway, so I'm just using land that they otherwise wouldn't have been using. But now we can have the slag from these two machines directly routed into here. What I would really like to do is take the slag from these machines and directly route it into here as well. But unfortunately, I just don't think I can do that. Ooh, wait. If I did, though, it would come from this. Hey, wait a minute. That's really tight, though, man. I'd have to move the bridge. Or just put another bridge. Putting another bridge would solve the problem, too. Let's keep it empty, but not destroy it entirely. Let's give it a chance, huh? We can actually do it like this too. That's weird, but it does technically work, and it works maybe a little bit better, and it doesn't block trucks, which is important. I keep saying it. Somebody say it over and over again. It doesn't block trucks. How's our fuel? Looking good. And this is fuel without these running. So this is coal-free fuel at the moment, aside from that one boiler, which is full, and we don't probably need it. So let me just turn this off. I also wanted to mention, because I changed it from last time, so I wanted to bring it up. I had kind of, for some reason, when I built this tank, I kind of forgot what I was going to do with the light oil, right? I messed up what I was going to do with the light oil. So the light oil is now coming out of two different ones, right? We have it brought in, actually from three, because this is set up now. So this light oil comes out onto this big pipe and gets sent into here. So the pipe balancer is taking care of all of this. All the inputs, we now have 2 priority outs, all right? The first priority out, second priority out is to this, but now we also priority out to this pipe. This pipe contains 68 light oil worth, so it's basically like a storage tank in and of itself, and it goes down over to here into these 2 boilers. Remember, we were going to be using the light oil to make more steam, right? Well, we are. We are burning the light oil to make more steam now. And we're actually still not using all of it, which is great. It means that we do not need the coal to facilitate our fuel needs at this moment. So we are not using coal. We should not see this moving except for rubber, because rubber is still using coal over here. And they are not using it because they're missing coal. What? Wait. How can you... Wait, how are you missing fuel input? Whoa, hang on. Maybe that's why there's no rubber. Oh, gosh. Hey, I'm really glad I checked this. What happened just now? Did I... Is this something I said? Wait a minute. Are you? No. You're connected to the out of... Wait, you're connected to the in. Are you connected to the in? How did this happen? You've always been... What? No, you're connected here. Yeah, it's this. Yeah. But the fuel is not coming from here anymore. Ah, it's not coming from there anymore. It's coming from this big pipe now. Okay, so to fix this, we just go like this. Or we don't. That's interesting, isn't it? All right, interesting problem just happened. We will solve it. I just have to recognize that this is a problem that exists, and I have to fix it. So I think how to solve this is we take the... we'll delete you. Obviously, we need to delete this. This doesn't need to exist anymore. All the way out to about here, I would think is fine. Because the fuel isn't coming from this side anymore. It's coming from this big pipe. So I should be able to take it off of this pipe and bring it to there now. There we go. That will deliver fuel to the rubber, finally. You are most welcome. No wonder we're stockpiling the fuel. Now watch it all collapse and come to the ground. But at the moment... Yep, we're getting fuel there now. Perfect. Okay, at the moment, all of our fuel needs are taken care of with zero coal involvement. Okay? That's important. We have not unlimited, but a huge surplus of oil on the map. We just have to bring it in here, okay? And we also have oil right there. This tank is full. That feels awesome. So is this tank. So the really cool part about this is that they are linked over here. They're linked to this tank, not this one. What this means is when this tank gets to the point where it's full, these guys aren't going to do anything. So if we're adequate, if we're okay, if we're bringing in enough on the boat, we don't need to drill. And we won't be drilling. That's really cool. So they'll only bring more here when this isn't sufficient and top it off. And then we have tons of oil here. So I am liking this. All right, I think it's time to start getting the water stuff done. First, I need to make sure that my concrete stuff is sorted out, though. I want to make sure that that's not something like we just completely ran out of rubber. I'm going to buy 25 of it only so I can hit this button. Okay, good. Done. And done. This one's going to be done too. So the slag can now come out of here, and it will now, without truck involvement, head over to here so that it can be processed. It won't even need to be processed. It's going to be directly, well, yeah, it's processed into crushed slag, right? Be processed into crushed slag, and then we can send it through here. Now, as for the sand, we're actually just sort of waiting on rock to be delivered. And I don't think they can actually get into this anymore. I do think I want to move this bridge just a little bit to allow slag to be delivered even further. And then we could perhaps just... yeah. I don't like how tight this part is. And if I extend this over a little bit and move this bridge, that would solve the problem, wouldn't it? I'm going to move the bridge to be here instead. Here. Here instead. When they build this, then we'll remove this. I think this is too close. I want to redo how rock and sand are being processed. And then I think since we have this done, right now we have mining resources, only one, but we have mining resources dedicated to rock at the moment. I think I could probably repurpose those to dig out. Like, we could just dig the sand. I realize that, but I have other plans for this land, and I need it flattened before I can use it, and I would just assume use the rock that we have. You know, we have tons of rock, so we have tons of sand, we have tons of rock, but the sand is low. We can get it faster. I guess a combination of both would be acceptable to me, but they should be delivering it here before they dump it. This should be what we're doing. I think I'm going to have to up the priority on this. Make sure that the rock is delivered here. Specifically, rock is delivered here. That way we can make that sand. But I want to move this configuration. I would like to move it back so that I could put a sand storage tank here, just to allow the possibility of delivering sand directly. Because at the moment we really can't deliver sand directly, and so there is that. Look at that, it's just gone. It's just gone. Slag is being delivered automatically now into this. It's full. Very good. So we should see crushed slag making its way through the belts just fine. And the coal is backed up here. We're rocking concrete now, or cement. Yep. Making all the cement. Beautiful. Everything is great there. Okay, Research Lab 3 is done. Let's take a look. These things have nothing to do now. Does that mean I have my stuff? No. It means that the remaining research I have queued requires Research Lab 3. Research Lab 3, to upgrade it, requires gold lab parts, but it also requires like all these other resources we're not making yet, which is steel and, you know, red parts, basically. It requires a lot of stuff. We're going to make red parts here, and we're going to do that right over here. So we're going to need to deliver steel into here to make them, I believe. Yeah, just the gold parts and steel. So steel's got to come from this side, which is totally possible to do because I'm making steel right here. So we're going to say, maybe I'll do it over here. So I have my layout, I already know, but I'm thinking that this space may not be as useful to me as this space. So I may do it here instead, and then I can belt it into there. Because I think this space is going to be more useful to me for something else. Maybe. I'll have to think on that. We're getting late in the video here. Steel would be tomorrow, or steel would be the next video. So we're going to want to upgrade this. In the meantime, then, though, so these things aren't doing absolutely nothing. What we'll do is we'll cancel all existing research, and we will start on conveyor belt 2 research. We can start on additional edicts. We can start on the burner, although I don't care for it. What I do want, though, is the wheat farming and processing, and then all the way to corn. We should do corn, too. Absolutely. Let's get this research started. And honestly, it's probably a good practice to just research everything that you need that's in tier, like this tier 2, before moving on to tier 3 anyway. Since the advanced labs are going to consume this different resource, it's probably better to sort of like retune your workflow for one specific resource instead of having it mixed. So I think maybe we'll just queue up all of these and let them run for a while. But we're definitely going to want to start doing steel. So that'll be next. I'm queuing up all these other things first, though. And it looks to me like we are just not producing nearly enough. Yeah, what's going on here? You're light on wood. For reals? You don't have wood? Do I need another tree harvester? Actually, what I could do is actually fight the pirates, is what I need to do. I need to fight those stupid pirates. So let me get guns, because we have enough stuff for this. So why don't we outfit the stupid ship with guns? And then we can do armor next time, but we can do the guns right now. Ship has to be repaired. That's fine. Here, repair the ship. We'll do an auto repair on that. Let's make it a P1 real quick. It has 200 construction parts in cargo. I believe that's to upgrade the oil rig. We're going to upgrade this to level 2 now. Or I guess it's level 4. Yeah. It was going from level 2 to level 4, but okay. So I've already loaded those construction parts. I guess what I could do... Well, they're going to deliver the iron. Let me let that happen first, and then they can start loading the stuff that's available for the guns, because they're going to bring the iron here anyway. Yeah, so this is already fully repaired, ready to rock. Good. Now we can continue with the modifications. Does it take time to do that? Waiting for delivery. Can I go while they're waiting for the delivery? Yes. Okay. So yeah. Ship can still operate while the modifications are being prepared. Got it. So they'll bring all that stuff in, and we're gonna get these 2 guns on there. I can probably take out those pirates. It would be nice to have the armor though, wouldn't it? How far down the research list is my armor? Yeah, I made it way down there. Okay, tell you what. Let's since we save our progress anyway with the conveyor belts, right? So let's go. Where is it? Where in the world is it? Conveyor belts 2. We need the red parts to do these anyway. Let's cancel this. Go ship armor first. Yeah, let's redo what we're doing here. We'll do the edicts next. We'll do the burner. Then we'll go get the corn stuff. Then we'll take the edicts here. Then we'll go for conveyor belts. Then recycling. Then copper refinement. And then probably at that point, we can start doing like salt production, naphtha processing, storage levels, stuff like that, right? We can start getting these other things sorted out, okay? So there's a lot to do, is basically what I'm saying. There's a whole lot to do. And we honestly should keep some fuel in this tank, shouldn't we? Like, I mean, this is going to be... Yeah, we don't just keep this full, I guess. But if I tell them to keep a little bit in here, right, then they'll do it. They'll bring it in here, and they'll... Eventually, somebody will keep this always full and ready to go with fuel. Okay, this is now level 4. It's going to produce even more. Oh, we can do this now. Yay! Even more people can be drilling oil. Great. That's fantastic news. Should we go down here just to see what's there? I think we'll do that. We're probably going to run into pirates again. Pretty much pirates everywhere at this point, isn't there? We're doing well on water. This seems to be enough water for now. Let's go ahead and pause these. Granted, I don't think we're consistently producing the concrete. Like, we're keeping up with it, yes, but I don't think we're consistently producing. Did we get the wall already built, though? We did. Okay, so we kept up with concrete pretty well, even though we were building the retaining wall. That makes me feel good. We could put in the next... I think we're going to give up this, but I don't want to give up this. So we will take this wall and go short, corner piece. Oh, good. More pirates. Great. That feels wonderful. Thank you so much. You don't have enough room for the corner here. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to do the retaining wall right here. I need this to be way over here because I want to be able to dig into this. So this is going to prevent passage through this. It's going to prevent passage through this. Unless I move the power system a little bit. You know? What I really need from this game are bridges that can go over top of retaining walls. Like, the fact that I can't have a bridge go over top of this is just a little bit silly. Like, it can do it, sure, like this, absolutely. But then once you dig, it doesn't matter anyway, right? Like, I guess I'm trying to figure out how to... Okay, I think what I mean to say is retaining walls that serve as bridges, like a dam, right? You build a dam and then trucks and cars can drive over top of the dam, right? It's like a road. The top of this is a road, right? And it's a one tile. Since this wall has to be like right on the border of one of these anyway, for them to be perfectly useful, just make the retaining walls a full square like these are and allow trucks to pass on them. You know, like at the end, it's a ramp and they can enter in and exit. You know, on the corner pieces, they can enter and exit. I would love that because that would be so much more convenient to be able to actually drive on the corner on the side of this. So I may end up not being able to get this, or I'm going to cut off transportation. I'm going to cut off driving, which, I mean, they can still get in through this side, so they can still manage and do things. They're still going to be able to come in on this side. It's just really important for me anyway. What I want is to make sure that I can get as many resources here as possible. And in order to do that, I need to mine this. So we're going to put a corner piece here. This is going to stop, you know, they're not going to be able to drive through here anymore like this, but maybe they'll just, they're going to have to go around now, right? That's the workflow to deliver it anyways, going around like that. And then we go like this, where it's more than 5 levels deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to be further away from this anyway. Yeah, I'll have to think about this. This might be just a hair too close. I thought I was good. Probably realistically should have put this right here, and then I would have been totally fine. But I thought I was close. I thought I was far enough away. And maybe it's enough, you know? Maybe just having this wall go up to here and then over like this would be enough, and we don't have to worry about protecting this side. We don't need to have the retaining wall completely all the way around. Let one edge dip in if it wants to. It's not going to threaten this, right? The walls are for protecting your stuff, not necessarily for aesthetics. So maybe we build the ramp right here. That's an idea. We just ramp it right here, you know? Then I don't need to zigzag this. I could have the, like this wall could be right up against this. Yeah, we could go something like, I could wall this like there and think here, right? And then the ramp goes down here, right? And so at that point, we just put the corner here. And then this wall goes like that. Since they're not going to be able to drive in here anyway, we could just extend this over. No? Can't? Oh, it's already built. It's not a plan anymore. Well, I could tear it down and move it, but something to think about. I gotta think about that part. But I'm gonna leave this video here. I think we've done a great amount of stuff. We've had some sea battles, I guess. We've reached the point now where we kind of can't go anywhere, you know, without dealing with the pirate situation. So when we get back, when the ship actually does get back, we will have delivered, hopefully we will have delivered enough. Yep, we can make the modifications for this, and then we'll have the armor. I'll get that done for research, and then we'll outfit the ship with armor, and then we'll take off and kick all the pirates' ass. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take all the pirates, hopefully find another cargo ship, and then that cargo ship can deliver hopefully wood. I would like to find a wood cargo ship. We can deliver the wood probably to a port here would be cool. Although I feel like this, because of how this works, I don't believe I can have a port here now because it's gonna it's gonna be blocked by this. That was another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to have a port right here. And you can see that it's gonna let me do it here. Well, that's peculiar. Okay, so I can almost have a port here. That's good. And then by doing that, which I would want this to be out here anyway, I think, but by doing that, I can bring the wood in right here, and then that gets distributed here where it needs to be. Because at the moment, it actually is pretty difficult to keep up on wood, even though my tree harvester has no trees to harvest. Wow, again? How didn't I just mark this? Didn't I just mark this stuff? I have a deja vu here? Maybe I thought about doing it, but didn't actually do it. I don't know. Now the tree harvester can keep up on wood, I'm sure. And then we'll have to find it. It's got 5 trucks assigned to it, so it should be able to do it. Yeah, and then we don't need this many trucks down this anymore, I don't think. Yeah, we don't need as many, so we can have a couple more. And then we'll just kind of stop the pump and let these 2 pumps handle it. So we're doing really good on oil now. So then now it's just a matter of, you know, keeping up with fuel, keeping up with electricity. We're way over capacity on that. I like where we're headed here. Full water tanks all over the place. 18 months food supply. You know, maybe we could add another food place and just keep it going. We're full on potatoes here. Not enough vegetables. And then this place has nothing. So we could use a bit more food production. I think could be useful. And I think fertilizer will help us with that as well. But I could maybe get the irrigated fields going over here, since we do seem to have enough water to handle that. So maybe we'll look at that. Huh? The water can head this direction, which is what this pipe is for. Yeah. We'll let the water come over here, and then this pipe will take and hook up these fields, and then come this way and hook up these fields. All good things. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope that you'll consider hitting the like button on the video. I really do. It's always nice to have you guys showing support for the vids. I appreciate it. We're going to put some armor plating on this. It's 400 iron. We do have enough. But that's going to let us, you know, actually go out and take out the pirates. So we'll do that too. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.